As I was saying, my phone rung and fucked it up or whatever. But we fucked on one of my birthdays. No lie, no lie. This man, no lie, he came. This motherfucker nutted 10 times. We fucked 14 times. 14 times in one day. 10 of the times he actually nutted. This is the type of man I had. I'm telling y'all. This is this. And again, even though the dick was good, the best I ever had in my motherfucking life, it was toxic. It was toxic, and I knew it was toxic. It got to the point where I would go to work and I would not want to come home. I would not want to come home because of the stress and the toxicity. And his daughter and I did not have the best relationship. She was really, really, really missing her mama. And I'd say I could have done some things differently as the adult, but I was catching so much shit from her dad that I just didn't even have the energy to parent like I should have. But I own that. I own that. But the last time he was in rehab, of course, this goes into the pandemic. We're in the pandemic now, and I had to have surgery. Um, and the day before my surgery, he went missing. A couple of days before my surgery, he went missing. One of my Jeff City girlfriends came to visit me, and that's a whole nother story. She was like, "What the fuck is going on here?" She was ready to beat him, but he never came. She never got to meet him because he never came home. He went missing. He got drunk. Found him up under the Golden Gate Bridge. But one thing I will say is, when it came time for my surgery, attention, liquor, alcohol, none of that stuff even mattered. But I didn't trust them, so I had made arrangements with one of my good nurse friends in Santa Rosa. She's still there, love her to death. Ahitria. Um, she's a nurse, and she's like, "I'll take you," because I didn't have any family or anything. I was like, if you was gonna fuck up like this, I could have flown my mom, my sister, somebody down here to get me through this surgery. Now I ain't got nobody for this surgery, and my yoga family will forever have a place in my heart. I told Darlene about it, and that I wasn't gonna be able to teach. I didn't know. I was crying and everything. But she's like, "Monica, we got you. We got you." So the yoga family came together, all of them women, all white women, that's, all white women, not that color mean anything, but the fact is they took me in, and they took shifts when they came to the house and made sure I ate and everything. And Andrea, was there with me at the hospital. She stayed the whole time. She brought me home and all that. But my point is that the boxer, he showed up that morning. He really wanted to take me to the surgery. He was like, "I'm gonna do right. I'm gonna do right. I promise you. I will not let you down." But I couldn't trust him because this was my life for real. So anyway, he came. He stayed at the house. Well, I'm gonna be at the house when you get home, which he was. And I mean, when Andrea brought me in, this man came out. He picked me up because I had foot surgery, so I couldn't walk. And he had transformed my house, our house, and to the whole downstairs to where I wouldn't have to do steps because our bedroom was upstairs. So he turned the whole downstairs into my bedroom. Everything that I would ever need, he had right there, so I wouldn't have to move. I'm saying I would say he took damn good care of me. He really nursed me back to health, and he did not drink the entire time. And see, I needed him. I did. I needed him. He did everything for me. He loved taking care of me. He loved taking care of me. But as soon as I started getting my strength back and I was able to walk, and I remember him saying, "I don't like you moving around. I wish you was down again because you're too independent." He said that to me. So what I later realized is that for him, it was great for him to take care of me. But him knowing that I didn't need him, I don't know. But I'm saying shortly after that, he started drinking again. So bad to where it was helicopters, everything. He tried to kill himself. I mean, he tried to drive the car into the old. It was crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. You know, he went missing. He went missing for days. Sheriff, they calling me or whatever. And he had his phone. He was making videos, and I had access to the cloud. So I mean, I'm just seeing this dude with bitches and everything. He's far gone. He's far gone. But he wasn't even fucking them. This dude had on the same clothes for like a week, smelling bad, everything. But anyway, back to rehab he go. Back to rehab he go. And I still got a boot on my foot. This is during the pandemic. Shortly, pandemic was what? It closed down March of 2020. By April I had surgery February. So I was already been home. I was home a month before the world shut down. Then the pandemic happened. Then the pandemic is what really, he went back to drinking during the pandemic. He probably would have done that shit anyway. But anyway, back to rehab he go. This time I wasn't keeping his daughter. His cousin kept his daughter. And that was really the end of it. That was the end of it, because I was going to see him every week and everything when he was in rehab. And then I told him he wanted to just do 30 days. And I like, we've been down this road before. This program allowed him to stay up to 6 months. And I was going to stay by his side. I wanted him, because I wanted him to get better. So after 30 days, he was ready to come home. And I said, no, you need to stay in. He took that as me not wanting him in the house, which that wasn't it at all. I wanted him to get better. So they released him to a sober living facility, which is dumb. Them places just out to get money, because all the motherfuckers was in there drunk and using drugs. So he was drinking again, right? So one day he came, because he came home, he got to the point he could come home on the weekends. And of course we fucked. Of course we fucked. Why would we fuck? And when he left to go back on that Sunday, he kissed me and, you know, and all that. And y'all, that was like really it. Because after that, he wouldn't take my calls. Phone started going straight to voicemail. Went to the sober living home. He wasn't there. Said he left. He didn't live there no more. Yeah, I thought he was dead. I did. I thought he was dead. I can't even begin to tell y'all the type of crushed I was. I thought he was dead. Nobody had seen, because he didn't really fuck with anybody. All his family was on drugs anyway, so it wasn't like I could call him, you know, them for anything. They didn't know where he was either. So one day I went up to his job, because every time I went to the job, he wasn't there. So I just figured he didn't work there anymore. And they knew who I was, so I went incognito, and I never asked, because I didn't want them saying, if he was there, your wife, your girlfriend, whatever I was looking for you. But one time I went there and he was there. Yeah, he looked bad, but he was there. And by this time, I'm so stressed. I had lost a bunch of weight. Like, I had got down little, way more little than I ever wanted to be. And of course, there wasn't the time to talk about it. And he was like, I'm gonna call you tomorrow. We're gonna talk. I'm like, are you really gonna call me? Because you've been fucking ghosting me for 2 months and I'm thinking you're dead. He's like, I'm gonna call you. So he called me. And he basically told me that he was tired of my shit. That he felt like he couldn't be himself and he wanted to move on. Nigga, all the shit I done for you. And trying to keep this together, and you basically saying you ghosted me because you was tired of my shit? When I was more true to you than I was to anybody in my goddamn life. Was I perfect? No. But I did right by you, and if you looking at this, know that you fucking crushed my soul. But we kept talking, and even kissed, and he was like, we gonna make this work. And then tax season came. I always do the taxes, and he used to get like a big tax refund. So he came over before I could do his tax, and I noticed he wasn't touching me. He wasn't touching me. He wasn't touching me. It's been months now since we've had sex, so I know his sex drive. Nigga, I know you fucking somebody, and he swore he wasn't, or whatever. But, so he came over, did his taxes, told him how much he was getting back, and he was like, cool, you know. We kissed, and I more so kissed him. When I kissed him, it was a weird fucking smell in his mouth. And he pulled back, and I tried to suck his dick. And he used to love for me to do that. Like, he woke up every morning, he woke up to his dick in my mouth. He loved it. So for him to pull back, I'm like, something ain't right. And I knew how much he loved fucking me. So I wasn't even thinking that, like, oh, he fucking somebody else. Because even if he would still want to fuck me. And he left again. And I called him. We were supposed to go out the next day. Didn't answer the phone. Sometime it would go to voicemail, sometime not. Y'all, get y'all wine, because I got something for you.